point forward, we know that he turns his life around. I don't want to spoil it for you. He's not perfect. He's still a bit of a flawed human being, but everything he has from this point comes to him more honestly. No more trickery, no more stealing or lying, cooking soup. He works for 14 years for his beloved Rachel, and he starts a family and amasses flocks. He makes peace with his uncle Lavan. He reconciles with Esau. God promises to bless Jacob, and with his own belief in himself, that he is worthy of that blessing, he receives those blessings. Just a few minutes ago, we read from the Ashreis, from Psalm 145, Poteach et yadecha umaspia l'chol chai ratzon. You open up your hand, and you sustain every living thing. God does not merely just provide for us with that hand, though, but rather God reaches an open hand to us and invites us to be partners. We work together with God to provide for our needs and achieve our dreams hand in hand. So we must open our hands and pick up our feet. We must open our hands even when we are most afraid that no one will be there to take our hand. If we do not face that fear and take that risk, we are only half opening our hand. And then no one, not even God, can reach us. We must have faith to reach out for that outstretched arm. The power is in the reaching. Each of us possesses the ability to pick up our feet and go confidently in the direction of our dreams, armed with the knowledge that we are supported, strengthened, and surrounded by divine love and presence. Look around you. Or really, look around you. Recognize the divine sparks. See the angels. If you don't see them like I do, look a little harder. For even as Jacob discovers, God is with us in this place, even when we don't know it. My experience in Godspell was like Jacob's, one of an outright awareness and feeling of love, not only through knowing that God loves each one of us, but knowing that we are worthy of that love. God is by our side, no matter who we are, how low we've become, or how afraid we are to reach out. For my hand is cold and needs warmth. My character reaches. She says, let me skip the road with you. I can dare myself. She realizes we must reach out our hand and have the courage not to hold back and not to fear. And in that reaching, like Jacob, she realizes that God was with her all along. And then she sings, then I'll take your hand, finally glad that you are here by my side. The sages taught in Deuteronomy Rabbah, Kol makom shata holech Elohecha imach. Wherever you go, your God goes with you. That God that you are reaching out for in that moment is with you, by your side. May you go hand in hand. וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי וקודשה לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דע אמירן ועלמה ויברו אמן. על ישראל ועל רבנן ועל תלמידיהון ועל כל תלמידי תלמידיהון ועל כל מן ועוסקים באורייתא, די ואתרא אתן, די וכל shlama rabba, china v'chisa v'rachamim, v'chaim arichim u'zona v'dikam, u'forkana mikodam abuchon v'yishmaya v'yimru.
Amen.
V'hei shlama rabba v'yishmaya, v'chaim tovim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom v'mama, hu v'rachama v'yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen.
Amen. That was Elliot.
You'll stay for a couple more minutes if you can. Steve in charge from Facade and the
Nice.
Cece, I'm going to speak to you and hopefully we'll have a few eavesdroppers. Cece, you came to JTS with something that could never be taught. You came here with passion. And passion is what I believe is going to make you a wonderful rabbi. The only thing I missed was the dancing today. Anyone who knows Cece knows that it may have been Yaakov she was talking about as having the feet raised, but in truth, she was speaking about herself. There's nothing that keeps Cece on this ground except maybe one toe as she's flying off the ground all the time. It's a passion for music, a passion for dance, a passion for the law, even from another lifetime. A passion for rabbinics, for learning, for friendship, and perhaps most of all, Cece, it's a passion for blurring the lines. That you're a person who's very comfortable in rabbinical school classes, but also taking classes behind that glass door on the 5th floor, in the rabbinic cantorial school area. I first met you when you were performing in Bye Bye Birdie. Seems like a long time ago. Right here in the Feinberg Auditorium, and you were blurring lines because it wasn't people from different schools of JTS coming together. It was people who share a common space. And you brought God into that space. As I shared with you for a moment this afternoon in my office, when Jacob says, Va'anochi lo yadati, maybe he's saying, Va'anochi, but God lo yadati, I didn't know. And you need to open yourself up to bring God into your life. You've done that in your whole life, Cece. And I think your rabbinate will be built upon taking the God that you have found and brought into your life and helping other people feel the power and spirit of touching that God and being touched by God. So Cece, in the presence of all your friends and teachers and colleagues from other worlds and other times, who say Yishar Koach, may you have great strength and may you grow to be a great teacher for our people.
Imein Kemach Ein Torah, so there is plenty to eat down in Alpern lobby, please. Even if you can't stay and you have to go to class, go get a nibble because the cookies are great. Thank you all.
Yeah, I got it all.